This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, Ishwar. Yesterday we complete session 17, right?
Yes, sir.
In the PLSQL, we have three parts: declaration part, execution part, as well as exception part. Exception, it is a optional. Exception, it is a optional. Okay. I think we complete till here, right? Swapping. Now, how to find out the occurrence of special characters or numbers? I think we complete this also, right? Yesterday. We need declaration section because I need three variables which has name, which store the name of, okay, next character, which character I want to search. I want to search A or E or Z or K. We have to mention. Okay, next counter. Okay, it will count the number of that characters. It is a number data type. Okay, ch, it is a char data type. I think I explained you, okay, why we are using char instead of varchar2. Why? Because char is faster than varchar and varchar2. Char is faster than varchar and varchar2. But what is the disadvantages of char is it does not release empty spaces. It does not release empty spaces. But in some situations, in some columns where it has only one digit or one character, at that time we can use char. Why? Because it is faster than varchar and varchar2. So instead of varchar2, okay, I am taking char data type for ch variable. Okay, and for name I am using varchar2 variable, varchar2 data type. Okay, this is the declaration section. After it is a executable section, begin. It start with begin. Okay, name. As I told you, in Oracle PLSQL, it is the assignment operator. It is the assignment operator. In C language, other language, if you want to assign, you can simply write x is equal to 4. Okay? But here you have to use colon equal to 4. Okay, this syntax is used for C language, Java, C++, Python, like that. But if you want to assign any value in Oracle or in PLSQL, you have to use colon equal to. Okay, again I want to assign one character which is runtime character. Why? Because if you are using ampersand means it is a runtime character. We are giving the value at runtime. And I am using single quote. Why I am using single quote means in Oracle for characters and for date we should use single quote. For numerical values no need to use single quote, but for characters and for dates we should use single quote. Okay, here we are giving some character value at the runtime and that value stored in ch. Okay, ch. Next again I am using one more variable counter. It assigns some value. Which value it assigns? Okay, this is a function. Okay, this function counts number of given characters. Number of given characters. Okay, and it will count and it will store in counter variable. It is a counter variable. You can name it as your own. It is user defined variable name. Okay. Next we have dbms underscore output, which is a package, which is a package. In this package, we have put underscore line procedure. Put underscore line procedure. If you want to use any procedure or any package, any function which is stored in particular package, we have to mention package name, okay, along with that procedure name or function name. Here I want to use put underscore line, which is a procedure. Okay, this procedure is stored in dbms underscore output package. So I have to mention package name dot procedure name. Okay. Okay, this procedure, it is nothing but it's like a printf in C language, C out in C++. Okay, it print the value in the desktop or in the monitor. Okay, here we should use single quote, as you said. For dates and for character we should use single quote. Here it is a text. Number of times means, for example, how many times a will occur in a name or in a string. How many times e will occur. Okay, it is a string. And this one is a concatenation operator. This one is a concatenation operator. Okay, this concatenation operator, it concad or add, okay, two strings or one string and one character. So it add or concad this number of times string and the counter value, okay, which is given by this function. Okay. And after that you should terminate every PLSQL program with a end, end semicolon. Okay, end semicolon. Then I'm going to execute this program, because PLSQL, it is a programming language. First you have to enter username and password. Got it? It will show you Thursday, August 11, 7 o'clock and 11 minutes. And every time it will show we are connected to Oracle database 11G. Okay, na? Now, before execute any PLSQL program, we have to check what is the status of server output. What is the status of server output? Okay, show server output. It will show the status of server output. It is off. When it is off, it means it will execute our program, but it does not provide the output. It does not provide the output, or it does not display the output. For example, if you see, I want to execute my program, and it is, if you want to execute any program, we have to use backslash. It is asking enter the value for name. For example,
तो
uh, tell me, yeah,
सर ते वो 6 लाइन के आगे नहीं कि वो x इज इक्वल टू 4 x कोलन इक्वल टू 4
अरे अरे सही बात है. It will, yeah, but we will see. Yes, Ishwar, okay, it is a just comments, we should not give like this. Okay, I will explain. Venkat Ramana Reddy. Okay, enter which value you want to enter. I want how many A's are there. Okay, Again give something. Uh, hmm, Venkata Ramana Reddy. Which character you want to search? A. You see here it will take name as a Venkata Ramana Reddy, and I want to search character A. It says PLSQL procedure successfully completed, but it does not display the output. Why? Because the server output status is off. For that purpose, for every time, whenever you execute any PLSQL block or program, you have to make server output on. You have to make server output on. Now we will check what is the status of server output. Okay. Now we can perform our program. Enter Venkata Ramana D. You want to search A. Okay. So A will appear 5 times. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now again, if you want to, again you can backslash and enter the name. Okay. Veera Raghava. Okay. Raja Ram. Which letter you want? I want to search E. How many times E will appear? Okay. We should not give this much because it is more than. Okay. Tell me any name. Uh, Anand. Okay. Here I want to search N. How many times? Number of times. N appears 2 times. Okay. So this is nothing but it counts number of given characters. And this program, write a PLSQL program to calculate simple interest. We have 2 types of interest. One is simple interest. Second one is compound interest.
Compound interest.
Okay. Yeah. Simple interest means they will make interest on our total amount. Okay. Okay. Compound interest means they will charge on interest also. Interest pay interest.
Interest
Okay.
plus amount.
Plus interest. Yeah. Simple interest means they charge interest on amount,
One
actual amount. Compound interest means they charge on amount as well as interest also from the next year, from the second year. Okay. Here it is a variable, amount is a variable, it is a number data type. It is a number data type. Initially I can assign some value in the amount, which is nothing but amount. Here this ampersand it is nothing but prompting you. So we can give the value at runtime. You got it? Next I need one more variable n, which is nothing but indicates year. R, which is nothing but rate of interest. SI also, which is nothing but number. So in my declaration part, all the variables are nothing but number data type. Okay. Next, we have to begin. We have to start the executable part. Okay. By begin, SI, which is nothing but simple interest, which is nothing but amount into number of years into rate of interest, because rate of interest they calculated per year like 12% interest for personal loan, 8% for home loan, like that. It's a yearly interest, and we have to divide it by 100. Why? Because per cent is nothing but 100 in Latin language. Okay. Again we have to print the value by using dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. Okay, simple interest, it is a concatenation operator which concate text and this number. Enter the value of amount. For example, you want to take 75,000 year. In how many years? In 3 years. Rate of interest for personal loan, it is maybe 16%. Okay, so simple interest is 36,000. So if you take 75,000 from a bank and your tenure means period is 3 years and rate of interest is 16% per annum. Okay, so you have to pay 75,000 along with 36,000 interest. 75,000 asal karna hai and you have to pay 36,000 interest also. So which is nothing but nearly 1 lakh 11,000. 1 lakh 11,000. Okay, so that's why don't take in loans or interest on the interest base. Try to avoid. Okay. Next program is to calculate compound interest. To calculate compound interest, it is a formula. P is nothing but principal amount which we are taking from the bank or some persons. R is rate of interest. N is nothing but tenure, nothing but number of years. This is the formula for compound interest. Okay. Okay. Actually, it is a power. P into 1 plus R power N. It is a power, but we cannot write power here in the notepad. Okay. Next, it is your assignment. It is your assignment. Okay, how to write a PLSQL program to calculate compound interest. This is a formula. Okay, it is power beta power. Okay, for power we have one numerical function power n. Okay, or else we can use power, not here, p into power comma n. Okay, p into p into. Okay, p is nothing but the amount, the actual amount, principal amount into power, because you cannot write in the notepad. It is p into 1 plus r power n. Okay, so we have one numerical function power. There we have two parameter. One is the base value, second one is the power. Okay, for example, if you write power x comma y, it means it is x power y. Power x comma y means it is x power y. For example, if you write 2 comma 5, it is nothing but 2 power 5. What is 2 power 5? Which is nothing but 2 into 2, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, 5 times 12, which is nothing but 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 to the 32, 16 to the 32. Okay, beta, 16 to the 32. Okay, here power 1 plus r, it is nothing but 1 plus r power n. That is the formula for compound interest. Okay, it is assignment. Okay, do that and send in the WhatsApp if you complete. Next, write a PLSQL program to convert the given number into weeks and days. Into weeks and days. In 1 week, how many days are there? 7 days. Okay. If I provide 15 1 5, then it is nothing but 2 weeks and 1 day, right? 2 weeks and 1 day. So I need in that format. I need three variables: n, w, and d. N is nothing but number. I am giving the value at the runtime. That's why I'm using ampersand. And I want to print how many weeks and how many days. So I need total three variables, which is nothing but n, w, and d, and all are numbered data type. It is a declaration part. It is a declaration part, and it is a executable part. It starts with a begin. In w, which is nothing but indicates number of weeks. Okay, at that time we should use trunk n by 7. Okay, for example, if n is equal to, as I said, 16. Okay, so 16 divided by 7. What is the value of 16 divided by 7? 7 to the 14. 7 to the 14, right? So remainder is 2. Again, 2.2, 20 minus 14, 6, 60, 7 8 it is something like this. Okay, 2.28 something 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 like that. But I am using trunk function. I am using trunk function. Trunk 2.28. Trunk function, it terminate all the decimal values. What is the use of trunk function? It terminate all the decimal values, which is nothing but 2. That is the use of trunk. Okay, we have two functions. One is trunk, second one is round. Trunk function, it remove all the decimal values. Okay, so the value is 2. Okay, mod. Mod, it returns the remainder. Mod, it returns the remainder. For example, n is equal to 16, same like that. Mod 16 comma 7. When you divide 16 by 7, okay, what will be the remainder? 2. What will be the remainder? 2. Why? Because 7 to the 14. Okay, 16 minus 14, 2. So it is nothing but 2 weeks and 2 days. Okay, any doubt? Okay, and next it will print the output by using dbms underscore output. For example, I will give 19. You see, I provide 19, number 19, and it will give number of weeks 2. Why? Because 7 to the 14, and number of days how much? 5. Okay, here you see, in C language, if you want to give the comment, okay, at that time we use this one, right? It means C compiler never compiles this comment section. Same like that in Oracle, if you want to give any comments which will not compile or executable, at that time use this one. It is nothing but comment section. Okay, the Oracle server never compile these we can call it as a code also, or comments. Okay, in C language we use this one. In Oracle we can use this one. Okay, it is a comment. Okay, and should we complete our program today? If you want again, if you want to execute, use backslash. Okay, for example 59, it is nothing but 8 weeks. 7 8s are 56, and number of days is 3. Okay, You got it? Any doubt for today's? Okay, thank you. So this is the end of the session 17. And our next session is control structure. Control structure. In every language we have control structures, right? In every language we have control structures. Okay? You see, these are the control structures. If statement, if else, nested if, case, when, while, do while, okay, switch. All these are the control structures. Okay. Today's our topic is PLSQL control structures. What is a control structure? These structures, these statements refers to the order. If you want to execute in a particular order, why? Because Oracle server execute line by line. Oracle server execute line by line. Okay, line 1 first it execute line 1, next it execute line 2, like that. But if you want in a particular order, in our required order, at that time we should use control structure. Okay, to be executed. Okay, so actually Oracle server it executes or it compiles line by line, but if you want our own order, okay, then we use control structure. The one of the another name is flow of control. Flow of control. So we are controlling the flow. We are controlling the flow by using control structure. These structures classified again in three types. One is sequential control structure, which is nothing but one by one order, one by one. Next, selective control structure. Selective means if this then do this, if this then do this. Selective, it selects the control to allow the create the condition. If x greater than 10, do this. If x less than 10, do this, like that. Okay. Next one is repetitive to allow the create the loop. For example, if I want to print my name 10 times, or if I want to print Mera Bharat Mahan text 20 times, or if I want to print Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav 100 times, at that time we should use repetitive control structure. Repetitive control structure. So we have three types of structures. One is sequential, line by line, one by one. Second one is selective control structure, where we are using condition. If condition is true, go there. If condition is false, go there, like that. Repetitive, which is nothing but loop. If you want to print or if you want to execute the same thing repeatedly number of times, at that time use repetitive control structure. Okay. By default Oracle server follow this one, line by line. Okay, by default Oracle server follow sequential control structure, which is nothing but line by line, one by one. Second one is selective control structure. Selective control structure. In every language we have selective control structure, right? In C, C++, Java, .NET, Python, everywhere we have selective control structure. In that, first one is if, second one is if else, third one is if else if, nested if, and case statement. Case statement. In SQL we discussed case, right? Case and decode. Case, when, matched, then. Okay. Here the first statement is if statement. What is the syntax? If we have to mention the condition. If this condition is true, then it will execute this statement. It is not if else, it is just if, simple if. Just we are using if. If condition is true, then it executes this statement. If this condition is false, it is come out from that control structure. And we have to mention end if. In C language, C++, no need to mention ending of control structure. But here we have to mention end if. In C language, we have roster brackets, right? In C language, we have roster bracket like this. It means it is starting of the that structure. It is the ending of the structure. But here in Oracle, we have to mention verbally. Okay, end if. Next one, if else. Here also same. We are providing one condition. If the condition is true, it will execute statement 1. Here we have else part also. In the first control structure, we do not have else part. If this condition is true, it will execute this statement. Otherwise, it is coming out from that control structure. But here, okay, we are providing one condition. If condition is true, it executes statement 1. Else, it executes statement 2. Okay. Next, we have if else, if else, if else statements. Like there are so many ifs and there are so many else. Like for example, uh, grading. If someone's marks is more than 91, then his grade is A. If someone marks his grade more than 81, his grade is B. Like that. There are so many choices. Here also, if you have so many choices, then use if else. If condition is true, then here we have some sequence of statements or one statement. Else if it is a condition 2. Okay. If first condition satisfies, it never checks condition 2 and condition 3 and up to so on. If first condition is false, then only it will check the condition 2. If second condition is false, then only it will check condition 3. For example, if a student got 93 marks, then it satisfies condition 1. He no need to check condition 2 and condition 3. You got it? That's why if condition 1 is false, then only it will check condition 2, and if condition 2 is false, then only it will check condition 3, like that. Okay, it is called if else, or we can call it is a if else ladder, and it is a by default. By default means if all the condition is false, it means it does not satisfy all the condition, then we can give the default value. Default value. For example, one student, okay, greater than 91, it does not satisfy. Greater than 81, it does not satisfy. Greater than 71, greater than 61, greater than 51, greater than 41, okay, greater than 35. Even it does not satisfy greater than 35. What is the by default value? He failed. That's it, right? If he does not satisfy even greater than 35 marks, it means he failed. At that time, no need to give any condition. By defaultly, we can know he is failed. Okay. So it is a by default value. Okay. In FL's ladder, we have by default value. Okay. And we have to terminate it with end if. Okay. See here, if condition 1 is true, then only it will execute statement 1. If condition 1 is false, then check condition 2. Like that. Next, nested if. If else if, those are the ladder. That is the different. Nested if is different. It is a if condition within a if condition. Okay. For example, if you see, it is a nested if. If condition 1 is true, then it executes statement 1, and again it will check condition 2. If condition 2 is also true, it will execute statement 2. It means if you want to execute statement 2, if you want to execute statement 2, okay, what will be my criteria? The condition 1 should be true, as well as condition 2 also should be true. So these two conditions should be true, then only statement 2 will be executed. Statement 2 will be executed, otherwise it does not execute. Okay, it is called nested if you want to execute any statement, and if the criteria is all the condition is should satisfy or true, then it is called nested if. Nested if. Okay, this condition, this statement to execute only when condition 1 is true as well as condition 2 is true, otherwise it won't execute this statement 2. Got it? It is called nested if. Nested if. Okay, for example, a is equal to 5, b is equal to 9, c is equal to 3. Okay, otherwise you can do like this: b is equal to 3, 9. I want to know whether a is greater than b and c or not. Okay, what is my first condition? A should be greater than b. A should be greater than b, and a should be greater than c. This is the condition 1. A should be greater than b. Here what is the value of a? 5. What is the value of b? 3. So 5 greater than 3. It is true, right? It is true, right? Next, what is the second condition? Here, condition 2. Okay, a greater than c. What is the value? 5 greater than 9, which is a false, right? So a is not greater than b and c. It means it satisfies both the condition a greater than b and a greater than c. Here in the first condition 5 greater than 3, it is a true. But what about second condition? 5 greater than 9, it is false. So it does not execute statement 2. What is statement 2? A is greater than b and c. What is statement 1? A is greater than b. It executes this statement. Why? Because 5 greater than 3. But what is statement 2? Okay, condition 2, which is nothing but a greater than c. So here it says a is not greater than c. Means if you want to execute statement 2, you satisfy both the condition 1 and condition 2. But here it satisfies condition 1, but it does not satisfy condition 2. Okay, like that. Okay, okay. Any doubts, beta, regarding this? Any doubts, Nama?
No,
This
sir.
is about nested if, and we will do some programs on this. Okay, tomorrow. It is a note, and we have case. I think in SQL we discuss about case. Again, here I will explain. These are the programs. Write a PLSQL program to find greatest of two numbers. If a greater than b, okay, simple logic. Three numbers. Three numbers means if a greater than b and a greater than c, it should satisfy two conditions. This is the assignment, four numbers. Okay, and this is about, the best example of students marks list in every language, c, c++, oracle, java, .net. This is the best example for case. Students marks list are nested if. Okay, this is the assignment. I will explain this tomorrow. Okay, beta. These all are the programs we have. PLSQL is nothing but all are programs only. Okay, this is about seasons. If it is a 12th month, which is nothing but December, January, February, it is a winter. 3, 4, 5, it is a summer in India. 6, 7, 8, spring. 9, 10, 11, it is okay. It's called autumn, means जब पतझड़ होते हैं ना, जब पत्ते गिर जाते हैं, that is called autumn. Okay, I will send these programs, okay, to you. Okay, any doubts regarding today's? Okay.